Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Sunday, August 30th. Just a phenomenal week for the newsletter. I can't. We had so many winners this week that if I was actually to go over the winners, we'd have no time to talk about new plays or the market. Just a fantastic market. Friday, we had Intel come out pre-market, dramatically raise their guidance, and that gave us a nice little pop on the open. However, that pop was sold into, and we probably are going to see more of the same over the next few days. We're going to continue trading in a tight range. The Intel news, really no surprise at all. You will remember last month that I mentioned the Asian economies had said they were coming out of recession led by their semiconductor sectors. So, it went it was common sense back there in July that if the Asian semiconductor players are ramping up business, that the sector is looking good. I mean, this stuff is not rocket science, guys. Anyway, Dow 15-minute chart here, you can see we're in this tight trading range. If we flip over to the daily, it gives a better picture of what's going on. As you can see, we've been chopping around here over the last week, and you'll remember that I said we're likely looking at the same scenario that we saw in early June, where for a couple of weeks we traded in about a 200-point range before we saw that mid-month sell-off that took us down about 10%. We're probably looking at the same scenario here post Labor Day. We've got Labor Day coming up in a week. So that is what we're looking for. Support right now is 94.50, and then the 20-day exponential down there at 93.45. All the indicators still pretty strong. We've got nice strength in ADX, MACD. RSI was unable to break up through 70, so that's one little caution flag there. But all in all, we're probably looking at the same sort of scenario, and as such, over the next few days, might be time to start accumulating some protective put positions, specifically in the DIAs and the QQQs. And what we're looking at right now are possibly picking up some small put plays in the QQQs, probably the October 40s, and then in the DIAs, we'd be looking at the October 90s and that, just as a protective, expecting a drop position play. By all, like I said in the chat room, we're still dancing at the party, but we're dancing close to the door. As soon as the music stops, we're out the door. But we've got shorts left and right continuing to get squeezed in this market. There's an article floating around, and you've seen them on TV all this week, CNBC, them talking about Doug Cass, the quotation mark bottom caller from March, saying that the top is in. This clown has been short the market from April. He's been all in short since July 1st or 2nd. So the credibility of this clown, there is none. Although, granted, once we see this September sell-off that is coming, you'll see him paraded on TV about how right he is. That's just how they work in the business media. Anyway, let's jump into stock plays. EGT, Elixir Gaming Technologies, love the setup on this one, especially with the micro stocks on fire right now. We saw a nice volume spike there on Friday. Strong support at 17 cents. Breakout is 26 cents. So we're looking for a move to 32 to 35 on this play. You can see RSI coming up through 50. Positive MACD cross. ADX is very strong. We're getting a buy signal on stochastics. I think this is going to be our ZHNE of this week. And if you remember, Zone was just one monster 100% winner for us almost last week. So EGT looks to be one of those this week. GNBT, this is our laggard flu play, just unable to get out of the way of this seller that continues to pound the stock on every move. This is pretty much the only bird flu stock that has yet to go on a big run, and a big run is inevitable here in my opinion. As I mentioned the other day on the chart, we're waiting for that positive MACD to happen here, and each of the last 3 times we've seen that occur, we've seen a huge spike in the stock price. NVAX was up big on Friday on news that Spain has expanded their flu vaccination program. We're looking probably for a gap on NAVX, might even trade to the 7s on Monday, and that should finally light up GNBT. We're just looking for a move to 75 cents here near term. We're not asking for much. Sirius continues to break out. strong support. Well, support on our ad at 70 cents is at 65 cents right now. This is a stock that could pull what you've been seeing in the market with FRE, FNN, Vonage, etc. Target on the scalp would be a move to 77 cents here. TXCC Transwitch. This was our VOP play that we picked up mid last week. Nice little breakout there on Friday, looking very good. We've hit almost our first target on this one, and a break over 65 cents could really launch this one to the 90-cent area. As usual, partial gains booked on the nice 15% pop, and then we'll ride the remaining position, especially if we're able to break this 65-cent area. A couple of other plays to keep an eye on. HSWI, we've played this a few times. You're probably going to see traders start to move a little bit higher on the micro plays just because there's hardly any viable companies left. Nice little cup and handle formation on this one. Breakout is 32 cents. Target is 40 to 45 cents on this one. VTRO is another one. This is, you might know it as MIVA. Search engine stock. Breakout on this one is 36 cents with a target of 55 to 60 cents. Couple of laggard ones. On Friday we had ENCO at 18 cents. Stock hit 27 cents, 50% gain in a matter of a couple of hours. That just tells you how active the micro sector is right now, and there are very, very few of these stocks left, which is why we've been picking up the laggards like EGT and the HSWI, VTRO, or other ones. Traders are going to have to move up the ladder on these ones. Late on Friday in the chat room, we jumped into Lehman Brothers. Yes, pink sheet stock trades over the counter, bankrupt, but traders started saying, hey, if AIG and Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, which are also pretty much bankrupt empty shells, can run 100%, why can't the likes of Lehman Brothers? We tagged this one at 8 cents, traded as high as 16 cents, 100% gain in less than 30 minutes. So on that move, WAMU, Washington Mutual, would consider this an add 13 cents and under. If you actually check out the 1-year chart on this one, over 14 cents. This one has a major breakout on its chart. We're not looking at fundamentals here. There are none. This is purely a momentum play. We rarely call these kind of stocks. Gamble play would be tiny, tiny consideration. And target on this one could be 20 to 25 cents, which is not bad, especially when Lehman Brothers gave up 100% win there late Friday. Just a quick update. Our big monster play of last week was ZHNE. We also had EGHT, which was also huge, but pounded the table on this one about a week ago at the 38 to 40 cents area. 100% gain in a week. Cannot ask for better than that. And this week, I think the one that possibly could pull the same sort of move is EGT. So would be looking to accumulate this one, 20 cents and under, 17-cent stops, and target of 27 and 35 cents. And depending on the crack that comes in, could be even higher. And this is also in the gambling sector. So it's a sector that's been pretty much on fire over the last few weeks. So that's it for the video update today. Probably going to start going a little bit cautious next week, continue to raise our cash levels and pick up some protective put plays. Nothing big, just a feel better position that we can always add to once there is a breakdown confirmation in the market. That's it for the video. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Goodbye.